What is your opinion of pay-to-play slates, and how would you combat this practice? Now, for those in the audience who don't know, pay-to-play slates, these are endorsements that candidates can get if they basically pay enough money to receive them. Mr. Woodfill.
Sure. Well, I don't think anyone should pay for an endorsement. I don't think there's any problem with actually buying an ad in any of those newspapers or periodicals supporting a particular slate. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think the problem would be is if someone were to say to you, I will only endorse you if you pay me certain sums of money. Now, that's never happened to me. And I've been involved in local politics for 20 plus years, and that has never happened to me in any of my races. Now, I've bought ads in some periodicals, and I haven't gotten their endorsement. And sometimes I do. I've been endorsed by a lot of groups where I never bought an ad, was never asked to buy an ad. I've been endorsed and not endorsed by folks who never even talked to me. And so if you're talking about pay-per-play, that's obviously wrong. Nobody should say, you have to pay me X number of dollars to get an endorsement. And that's not something I subscribe to. That's not something I would subscribe to. But in my experience, that has never happened.
Very good. Mr. Simpson, 1 minute.
The pay-to-play slates are a cancer on Harris County Republican Party. Yes. We are the only county in the state with this problem. It has become at least a statewide embarrassment, perhaps growing beyond that. They thrive on a weak party where we have a small group of men who are funded by the candidates themselves pre-selecting our candidates. That is a broken system. It has got to be defeated. It can be defeated with a strong party. Montgomery County, Dr. Wally Wilkinson up there, who told me 2 years ago he'd never met our chairman, had kept them out of there last cycle. Mike Gibson is doing great things in Fort Bend County to keep them out there. And our party can raise money so our candidates will have a platform to get their word out, and they do not have to pay the party, and they do not have to pay these endorsers to get their word out. It can be done. I will pledge to do it. I have connected. We will raise significant money from the business community to make sure we can end pay-to-play in Harris County.
Thank you, Mr. Simpson. Mr. Woodfill, you have 30 seconds.
Now, I just heard it all. In 2010, Paul Simpson gives $10,000 to Terry Lowry. 2012, Paul Simpson gives $10,000 to Terry Lowry. This last election, Paul Simpson just wrote a check to Terry Lowry for $10,000. And then he comes up here and he criticizes what he calls a pay-to-play system. Now, folks, that's not like leadership. That's actually hypocrisy. For someone to say, I'm going to spend a whole lot of money with these groups, and if I don't get their endorsement, I'm suddenly going to call them pay-for-play. Look at the facts, folks. Look at the disclosures. Look at the money that he's donated. That's a
Mr. Woodfill, the time is up. All right, Mr. Simpson, you have 30 seconds.
Again, distorting the facts is not leadership. I did buy an ad from Terry Lowry last cycle, and he did not endorse me. I bought an ad. We never even talked about an endorsement. For this cycle, I did not pay him $10,000. I sat down with him, said, I'm interested in an ad. Will you endorse my opponents? That's all I asked. He assured me he would not. So I wrote a $5,000 check to him. The party gave Mr. Lowry $5,000. Then Mr. Lowry endorsed Mr. Woodfill. He either lied to me or broke his word. So it is a broken system. I was willing to buy an ad if they weren't going to take sides or at least endorse my opponents. I never asked for I never got any kind of promise of any kind of endorsement.
Very good.
Thank you,
Mr. Simpson. All right, we're going to flip the organ.